Are you playing this PPT, this presentation? It's not playing, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm not working on it.
Acha, okay, sir. Maybe sir is. Okay. Sorry.
Either Meenakshi ma'am or sir. Sir, are you there?
गुड इवनिंग प्रीति मैम।
सर मैं आप ही का इंतजार कर रही थी, थोड़ा एनर्जी आ जाती है आपको देख के।
थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Sir, I was calling you.
हाँ, मेरे को दिखाई देगा मैम। एक्चुअली मैंने पीसी से तो ज्वाइन कर लिया था, बट एक कॉल आई हुई थी बीच में एडुकेशन टुडे मैगजीन की तरफ से, है ना। तो अभी वीडियोस में प्ले कर देता हूँ, उसके बाद जो है जैसे ही थोड़ा सा हो जाता है तो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं। Thank you so much, ma'am. And now we can start.
Thank you, sir. A very gracious evening to everyone. I, Priyanka Rastogi, Academic Coordinator by profession and also the National Head of the Editorial Team and Joint Director Academic Calendar Team of Prithvi Abhidya Association, feel privileged to welcome you all. Believing that learning never exhausts the mind, I organizes webinars on every Tuesday, so we are back once again with the topic emotional intelligence. Before moving ahead towards this session, I would like to introduce Prithvi Abhidya Association. This association was founded by Honorable Dr. Harshvardhan Singh Ji. Prithvi Abhidya Association is currently working in more than 10 countries. More than 10,000 educationals are being benefiting under the banner of our association. It is a non-profit organization for educators which not only empower education leaders but also provide financial aids to them. Its founder, director, Chairman Sir Dr. Harshvardhan Singh Ji has more than 10 years of experience in the field of education. Sir is also a founder director of Shri PSM Public School situated at Dehlan district, Una in Himachal Pradesh. Being a person of a great vision, Sir has led the government job of an assistant professor and started working as an experienced consultant and instructor educator, felicitator, motivator, and inspiring public speaker with a vast understanding and knowledge. We feel fortunate to work with such a vibrant personality like Dr. Harshvardhan Singh Ji. Now it's time to introduce our keynote speaker of today. That is my very beautiful friend, Ms. Preeti Malhotra. Ma'am is an educator with over a decade of expertise in teaching and education. She is a founder of a career planning platform and internationally certified career coach. She is a registered resource person and master trainer of All India Forum. She is a career counselor and business development associate, program head of virtual team, and brand ambassador at Papat Publications. Also, she is a vice president of Madhya Pradesh at Prithvi Abhidya Association, India. She is also serving as a career counselor and business development associate at Kids Talent Tour. Ma'am is an education ambassador at International Internship University. She is also an author and awarded with many of the national awards. I invite you, dear Preeti ma'am, to share your insight with all us today. All
Thanks
yours,
a
Preeti
lot
ma'am.
for giving me such a adjective beautiful. It increases my dopamine. So you have already touched that emotions. Okay, so guys, as Priyanka ma'am has already given my introduction, thanks for that. So today I'm going to take a session on emotional intelligence. And here I'm not someone to teach you, right? I am just a learner. Whatever I know, I'm just telling you, I'm imparting my knowledge. Just one request is there. Today, I don't know why some network is unstable at my end, though I have joined through my mobile. So if anything happens, so I'll be taking only a minute to join through my mobile, right? So excuse me if anything happens like this. So I'm sharing my screen. So you all can see this beautiful picture of mind and heart. So we are going to talk about emotional intelligence. And agenda of today's webinar is understanding of emotional intelligence, what actually is emotional intelligence and why we use this intelligence word over there. Understanding of the advantage of emotional intelligence, understanding the emotional hijacking, and to learn the methods to improve emotional intelligence. Now, before we move ahead with the slides or with the session, I would want to, first of all, just want to tell you over here, this is going to be an interactive session. आप लोग को जरूर participate करना है, अपने अपने emotions बताना है. Wherever I'm going to ask you from the public, you need to participate. Otherwise, there will be no meaning of this session. So my very first question is, think of a time emotion leads to, you to do something at workplace or home, or feel of a situation when you feel bad or good about something. So right now I'm just moving to here for the interaction. How do you will come to it later. So I'm here, stop sharing, and then I want to interact with you all. Yes. So who is going to participate first? You have to tell me any situation.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am. Vidya Sagar here. Yeah. May I ask something? Is it clear? My audio? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible. You are audible, Vidya Sagar, sir.
Yeah.
I
my
hope you can
query
see
is,
me.
What are the effect like social effect of the emotional? Yes. Not only information, the background of the students and any persons like belonging different situations like tribal areas and high profile urban areas, and if you mixing it in the 25% reservation.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm not able to hear you.
Preeti ma'am, you mute yourself. The voice is echoing from your end, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Vidya Sagar, sir, you may continue, please.
Yeah, there is any social also on the emotional relation. Is any relation to the social aspect, ma'am? So the situation of the mental aspect, that person, then different background like living conditions and different economical, not only economical pressures, then maybe cultural and other situations, ma'am. A small query, ma'am. Have you got,
Okay.
ma'am?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Anybody can just switch on your camera and can interact. I can see 22 people joined in. It's very simple. आपको ऐसी सिचुएशन को याद करना, रिकॉल करना है जिसमें आपको कभी बुरा लगा हो, अच्छा लगा हो, कैसा इमोशंस आपके साथ, आपको ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट हुआ है आपके साथ में पास्ट में, अभी रिसेंटली, आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ, आपके पेरेंट्स के साथ, या आपके बच्चों के साथ में, आपके हस्बैंड के साथ में, एनीबडी, वाइफ के साथ में, सॉरी सर इज आल्सो देयर.
Yeah, this is a common issue in the husband and wife, that they are that insulting each other and pointing out that you have behaved like this in past, that 1 year, 2 year, and recalling sometimes, and sometimes we are so then in different situation that any family member has cheated me deeply and affecting, that we feel that in different situation that why other people used to teach, and we used to remember, recall again and again, and that lose our energy time to time, ma'am. So
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, sir. Vidya Sagar sir, thanks for sharing. Anybody else? Archana Baj, ma'am.
I would like
Yes.
to say something, Preeti
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, sure,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, Archana ma'am, you please continue.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, good evening to all. Ma'am, it's a very interesting topic and it's very close to my heart. I know because I just remember one statement that IQ may get you hired, but only EQ can get you promoted. So this is a very famous statement, and I speak a lot on this statement because I'm a HR professional. So as of now, you asked emotional incident or a feeling where you hurt or you feel happy, because the emotional incident, maybe it may be happy or sad, whatever it is. So definitely sometimes when you are interacting with your teenage kids, I have a son and a daughter. My son is 20-year-old. He's doing his engineering. So when you are interacting with them and you still thought that they are kids, but they thought they are now grown up and they are with your level only, and unconsciously or might be unknowingly you scroll them for any of the thing. So and they give you the back the reply which you are not expecting, being a mother or a parent. So that hurt you a lot. So that is the incident which I just want to share here on this platform. Thank you so much.
Okay. Ma'am, just, yes, first I will take Priyanka ma'am and then I'll get back to you, Archana ma'am. Yes, Priyanka ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm totally agree with Archana ma'am that my daughters are also in a teenage only. So this we always feel that they are child to us, but it disheartens a lot. But sometimes when wrong allegations are put on us at our workplace, so that too hurts a lot because we feel that we are giving our 100% and sometimes more than 100% when we are not in a condition. Still, we are working hard, and so, when we come to know that wrong allegations are being put on us, so that also disheartens a lot. And that time we are not in a situation to just rectify the thing. Sometimes we feel if we are going to rectify the thing, अगर हम अपने कहते हैं ना कि अगर अपनी सफाई देंगे तो शायद ज्यादा ही बड़े कल्प्रेट ठहराए जाएंगे. So that is a situation of a dilemma when we are not able to express our actual emotions.
Right. So, ma'am, I'm coming back to you, Archana ma'am, and then I'll get back to Priyanka ma'am or Sagar sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Archana ma'am, like you mentioned your incident, right?
Yes.
How you have handled that moment?
To be very honest, ma'am, I was little annoyed. To be very honest in front of you, so I was little annoyed. I was like feeling bad that why they are, they are shouting on me, because I am being a mother. I have some of the egos with me, right?
Right.
So
Right.
there, the feeling of ego that you said that the person is very egoistic. No, the person is not egoistic. The situation made him or her like that. The situation where I was with my kids, interacting with my kids, and they are shouting on me because of they thought they are right. I'm thinking that I am right, being a mother. So both are right at their part. But definitely, when I thought, yes, I'm being a mother, uh, I have all the rights to scold them. But sometimes the situations do not permit you for this. So I feel very bad, ma'am. To be very honest, I was little in kind of tension. How can I handle the situation where your kids are shouting on you on the situation or on the thought where you think you are right, being a parent, and you are just giving them the right path to move on.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Great, ma'am. Priyanka ma'am, if I come back to you, the situation which you mentioned, how you handled.
Ma'am, actually, I was correct at my part. This happened in November. And moreover, what had happened, I kept calm in that situation, though I cried a lot in front of my near and dear ones. And because that was not the time to rectify the things, but what had happened, I came up with a new things out of that. Because that was the thing which has been actually अर्चना मैम वाला situation क्या है जहाँ पर हम अपने आप को प्रूव नहीं कर सकते, but workplace पर ना we have cameras and we have all the clues with us. चीजें interconnected होती हैं. So everything was being rectified because I was right at my place. So although I would like to share that I cried a lot, but when the things are being done, so I came up with a new Priyanka. out of that. कहते ना all's well that ends well, तो मेरे साथ भी कुछ ऐसा हुआ. दो जो वो बीच वाला फेज था वो मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल था, बहुत टफ था मैम. बट I was not able to do anything else other than crying.
I'm totally agree
Just
with you,
want to tell
Priyanka
you
ma'am.
that I am switching my this na to the mobile because again the power gone and then again my network is shaken. So today I have to deal with this emotionally balanced manner. Okay.
Yes, Preeti ma'am, I
So,
just want to
I hope
Preeti
you
ma'am,
can
just
hear
I
me,
just
right?
yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Preeti ma'am, I just
I
want
hope you
to
can.
add
Am I audible?
yes ma'am.
Am I audible,
Priyanka
ma'am?
ma'am ki yes ma'am.
audible,
Yes
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, Archana ma'am.
Ma'am,
Am
Priyanka
I
ma'am.
audible?
Yeah,
Am I
Preeti ma'am,
audible?
you are very much audible, very much audible.
Acha, acha, because again, have you heard that I am switching to this mobile now?
Yeah, we have heard and we have seen you also.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yes. Archana
Yes,
ma'am was saying something.
yes
But
ma'am.
we are emotionally with you, Preeti ma'am.
मैम प्रियंका मैम की बात सुनने के बाद मुझे लगा जो प्रियंका मैम ने बोला कि नाउ दैट सिचुएशंस ट्रांसफॉर्म हर इनटू न्यू प्रियंका. That is what I love the statement a lot, Priyanka ma'am. So because I'm facing this a lot and the same situations, I turn around me being in a new, not only Archana, I sometimes a new mother, I sometimes a new wife, I sometimes being a new friend, I sometimes being in a new daughter-in-law. So in different roles, I transform myself in the new me, which is according to the relation and according to the situation. So when it comes to EQ, I know self-awareness, self-regulation, and self-motivation plays a very important role. So I think it's one of the part where which we are discussing right now. Thank you so much for
Ma'am.
listening.
Self-motivation, what I feel, is our strongest pillar.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Preeti ma'am.
You have already said a lot about what we are going to talk about it means like further. So yes, Archana ma'am and whoever is listening out, Priyanka ma'am, the reason is why I'm asking about the incident. Like Archana ma'am said, ki I was annoyed, right? Maybe because the children were at the age of teenage, so she has not smacked them or slapped them, right? She have that much control on her. Maybe she has just shouted, or maybe the situation may have arrived that they are arguing a lot and she must have used her hands also. The thing is, ki in just we have to just imagine the situation like the things have gone worst, and like Priyanka ma'am handled, she was aware that cameras are there, it's a workplace, she is very much aware about the things, right? If she was not, then what would have happened? The things may have turned worst. Because Archana ma'am was at home, right? The situation was different. It was her kids. Maybe if the same has been happened in the HR or with some other kid, maybe the Archana ma'am has controlled the emotion because she's aware about the emotions, right? She's aware that she is getting annoyed. She's aware that from her end, it's very much important to remain calm. The thing is that when we are to our near and dear ones, we loses our temper. We loses our patience. Whereas when it comes to the workplace, we try to control ourselves. Maybe Priyanka ma'am have outburst herself in front of the colleagues, but not in front of the boss or somebody else, where she was aware, if I will do this, it will bring a bad result to me, right? So here we need to understand the emotional intelligence is not only required at a workplace or with our friends, it is required everywhere. Now, just imagine, Archana ma'am, your kids are teenage, right? suppose you get annoyed. Maybe whatever you have said wrong to them, or in the angerness you have said anything to them, may they have replicate to it. Then what? Right? So we need to be very aware about our emotions. You just turn your situation. If your child was arguing with you, just ask him or her, this is not the right time to talk. You take your time, introspect on it. I'll also introspect and we'll get back to you. Right? So वहां पे आर्गुमेंट नहीं होता, वहां पे वो सिचुएशन नहीं आती. आपके बच्चे में अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, आपका बच्चा समझदार है, उसने समझ गया, मम्मी को गुस्सा आ गया, वो वहां से चला गया होगा, या फिर आर्गुमेंट बहुत बढ़ गया होगा. राइट? दोनों में से एक चीज हुआ होगा. So if you are emotional means intelligent, you must have taken this. So just think of our situation. अब just हम प्रियंका मैम का सिचुएशन लेते हैं. अगर प्रियंका मैम ने वर्क सिचुएशन पे अपना कामनेस खो दिया होता, तो देन मे बी वट एवर शी वॉज फीलिंग उसके बॉस के पास चला जाता, सिचुएशन बहुत बिगड़ जाती, और सब जगह पे और सिचुएशन ऐसा होता कि उन्होंने ये रिप्लाई दिया, फिर देन बैक आंसर्स, फिर दिस आंसर्स, all this keep on happening. Just take a recent example of our association. We all are aware, right? Those I'm talking, they can relate to it. What the right situation we have done? The person is being removed. That bring the situation to the end. Because in spite of arguing, we have to come to the intelligence of us. If a front person is not intelligent enough, we need to be intelligent enough. So that was the how we can handle the situation, right? So this was just an example. I'm again sharing. I hope I'm very much clear what I tried to, Archana ma'am and Priyanka ma'am, please, it's not something personally, but just what we are going to.
Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. So this is how just now Abhi, Priyanka ma'am and Archana ma'am has shared their experiences. Now we need to understand what is emotional intelligence. As we all know, there's a Daniel Goleman has writes, refers to the capacity of recognizing our own feelings, those of others, for motivating ourselves and for managing emotions well in ourselves and in our relationship. So it is not something related to our mind. It is not related to our IQ, nothing. It is only that how we are handling, how much we are self-aware about our emotions. मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है, मुझे खुशी हो रही है, मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा, I feel scared. We are aware. And those of others, even we should be aware about. And if we are more aware about other emotions, it brings happiness more to us. For motivating ourselves, and this is required, because if we come in this situation that we are feeling bad, will lead to the depression or in the worst situation. So it's required that we motivate ourselves with overcoming those emotions and for managing emotions well in ourselves and in our relationship. And that is the reason that we are able to handle with our family. It's about how you feel. The emotional intelligent one need to understand. It's about it, how you feel. It's very important. We are not here to control emotions. We are not here. Emotions are not to be controlled. But emotions are need to be reflected and reacted. So when we have to reflect, how we have to reflect and how we have to react, that is more important. So I'm not saying कि अगर अर्चना मैम के बच्चों ने उनसे आर्ग्यूमेंट किया होगा, उनके जगह पे कोई भी होता तो गुस्सा सबको आता. And it's genuine that she must have felt bad. So bad feel करना एक उनका emotion हो गया. But उस पे reaction देना, that is in her hands. How others around you feel. Knowledge of EQ helps to identify you what feels good and bad and how to change. Maintaining an emotional awareness, sensitivity, and developing the skills that we help to stay positive. And a dynamic process of learning skills to understand yourself and others. Just imagine, अगर हम अपना emotions और अपने घर वालों के emotions को नहीं, या we are not intelligent enough to handle the emotions of others or our colleagues or our partners. So then just imagine the situation, that how worse situation can be. हमेशा लड़ाई झगड़ा, you will be always in depression. There is no peace, harmony, right? So that is why it is very much important that, and in this uncertainties, where we are living in uncertainties, we need to be intelligent enough. And that is the reason that we are talking about emotional intelligence a lot nowadays. Now, why does emotional intelligence matter? So these are the reasons why it matters. It improved relationship. It's very important. The first word comes relationship, whether it is with your partner, whether it is your husband, or spouse, in-laws, your children, your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors. Improved relationship if you are emotional intelligent. Improved communication with others. It's better empathy skills, acting with integrity, respect from others, improved career prospects. It's very important. Just what Priyanka ma'am has said, so it has actually controlled the career over there where she was working. And I am sure, Archana ma'am, because you are a into HR, you must be coming all these situations again and again, right? With your, means everybody is bombarding to the HR, अरे HR ने ऐसा नहीं किया, HR ने ऐसा नहीं किया, HR बहुत बुरा है, मेरे को ऐसा नहीं किया, उसको appraisal अच्छा कर दिया, मेरा appraisal down कर दिया. All these she must be facing.
बिल्कुल मैम.
Yeah. So managing change more confidently, fewer power games at work, feeling confident and positive, reduce stress level, and increase creativity and learning from mistakes. So all these we are going to be good at if we work on the emotional intelligence. Now coming to the emotional is intelligent. Now there is a very big, you can say, myth in someone that they think that emotional intelligence means cognitive intelligence. Cognitive intelligence is what? The intelligence of our mind, how we do work, how we understanding of the concept. So it is something cognitive intelligence. So emotional intelligence is not a cognitive intelligence. It's nothing has to do with your cognitive intelligence. Skills and aptitude. This is not at all related with your skills. A person can be very good, very skilled person, having a good aptitude, engineer, very successful in the career, but maybe possible that he's not emotionally intelligent, and that is why he's having fights with the co-workers or colleagues or at the family. What we have achieved and how we are perceived, what all we are having, and what we are means how we are perceived to at anything is not at all emotional intelligent. So emotional intelligence is only about the emotions, that how you feel when somebody says anything. आज एक moment पे मेरे को प्रियंका मैम ने बोला, प्रीति मैम you are beautiful. I felt very good. अभी प्रियंका मैम मेरी बुराई करते हैं, अरे ये तो बेकार है, मेरी ऐसे बोले बारे में ऐसे बोलती रहती है. So it take a moment to change my emotions, right? So this is nothing related to the intelligence. Now coming to how many brains have you got? So here we are talking about the triune brain, that is mammal, reptile and rational. So first we're talking about the reptile one, which was पहले हमारे time पे होता था, जब हमारे ancestors होते थे, they are just working for the survival and they're having a fear. Like animals में भी ये होता है ना, like fear, किसी भी चीज को fear होना, flight होना, freeze हो जाना. So we have an amygdala, right? Everybody, those who are in the science teachers, they might be aware about amygdala. So they send the messages from eyes and through brain, the message has been sent. And then we react to it. हम freeze हो जाते हैं या फिर flight कर देते हैं या we are run out of it. So we are going to discuss this in later through the story. I'm going to explain it. Mammal, emotional, seek pleasure, avoid pain. So here it's a mammal brain and logical thing. So this is newly developed, like because we started using logical brain and thinking. So there's the upper layer is being coated with this. The third one you can see over here, that is an logical thinking, which is also called as a limbic brain. Now, if you think about, this is just to give you a big, I'm not going deep into just like a science teacher about the brain working, but it's just a briefing of it at how our brain works. And that is why, and that is the reason that we have, if we are in this reptile, if we, this is one this strong, so we always have a past memories and all in the mammal brain. We always stuck to the emotions. Past ऐसा हुआ था मेरे साथ पहले, और ये ऐसे ही करते हैं, और I'm not changing myself, I'm not developing. But if my logical brain is more important, or more means I'm working on it, so then I have a new, fresh, always the memories. I'm not stick with my past brain, and that is going to affect my emotions definitely. It's all about attitude. So we all know. Thinking, we think, we feel, emotions, entity, limbic brain, and doing. It is centered by us only. We are there. We think, we feel, and we do. We take action, right? किसी ने बुरा बोला मुझे आज, किसी ने बेकार बोला कि ऐसा है वैसा है, तो I felt bad, ठीक है? And then मैं उसके बारे में सोचने लगी. If I am into the mammal brain, तो मैं उसी के बारे में सोच रही, ये मुझे ऐसा बोलता है, हमेशा मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why I am only the sufferer? And then my habits, my behavior becomes like that. I'm surrounded by the negative thinking. I'm surrounded by the I'm creating a hatred towards that person. So I'm always doing bad, thinking bad about that person. So this is all about attitude. Now I'm going to explain it through the example. Like attitudes play a fundamental role. This we all know. Our level of emotions, intelligence, and our attitude play a vital role part in how we react and emotionally. I'm just stop sharing over here. I'm just interacting with you all and telling you the story over here. So here, so this Harry and Spider. Just imagine एक हरी छोटा सा बच्चा है, okay? उसको वो बैठा हुआ है, उसको एक बड़ा सा crawling spider दिखता है, and अच्छा खासा बैठा हुआ है. When he saw a spider, उसके दिमाग में एकदम एक thought जाता है कि अरे ये तो बहुत बड़ा जानवर है, ये मुझे काट लेगा, ये dangerous है, ठीक है? All the negative feelings about it, spider, और ये बहुत खतरनाक है, अगर ये मेरे पास आ गया तो मैं क्या करूंगा? Now this thinking emerged. और जैसे ये thinking आई, that child started screaming, shouting, और वो वहां से भाग गया, ठीक है? ये एक सिचुएशन हुई एक हैरी के साथ जो कि स्पाइडर से डरता है. This child is scared of spider. Now just think of the situation, one person who is petting the spider, right? वो पेट करता है स्पाइडर्स को. Now उसके लिए ये fear होगा क्या? Will this fear be in this? How he will react? That particular person will react. Anybody?
He is having a loving feeling because he is petting that particular insect or creature.
Right, right. The same spider, humans, but the feelings, the emotions, and that is why fear. So here the emotion is fear in Harry, but whereas in the other person who is petting the spider is a feeling of love. So the mindset, we have the same brain, right? But the mindset, the one is having a mindset that the spider is dangerous, and that's why he ran away from there screaming that this spider is very dangerous and going to kill me and going to affect me. And the other person is having a loving feeling because he's taming, right? So this is a difference, we can say. Now again, coming to the another one, so that story is about Mike the scientist. Now this is very interesting story. Now here, this Mike, yeah. So here this Mike is a boy who is very good in drawing. He loves drawing. And from very childhood, he started sketching, drawing, painting. But both the parent was scientists. And they asked Mike, what you keep on doing? क्या करते रहते हो फालतू में, जब देखो तब चित्र बनाते रहते हो? What you are doing? Do something research, do something creative. In the sense, IT में जाओ. Creative word का use नहीं करा उन्होंने. IT में जाओ, कुछ research करो वहां पे जाके. What you are doing? Why you are wasting time? Now, again and again, when this Mike was hearing these words, he had this emotion. He had this attitude that he is not at all creative. Now, what happened? He grew, he took the job in IT. He became successful, no doubt. Now, one day, this boss of Mike called him. Bola ki Mike, you are doing amazing job. So we have planned something for you. एक डिपार्टमेंट नया बना रहे हैं, so you need to research and you need to do some creativity over there and you need to develop this. Now listening to this creative word, Mike के दिमाग में एक fear आ गया. अरे I am not at all creative. If I'll join this department, तो मैं तो अपनी नौकरी खो दूंगा. I will lose my job. I'm not at all creative. Because that attitude has been generated from the childhood. Without any reason. There is no reason at all. Now, the moment he said he refused to take that promotion and he refused for that department because there was a scare, there was a fear in him कि अभी मैं जहां पे हूं मैं वो भी खो दूंगा अगर मैं ये नहीं कर पाया. And how many of you feel that was real? Anybody wants to say anything on this? And how the situation can be reversed? Anyone apart from Archana ma'am? Please, Archana ma'am and only Priyanka ma'am is responding to it. I request Elizabeth ma'am is there, Mary ma'am is there. Please participate. I hope I am audible. You are on mute, Elizabeth ma'am, if you are saying something. No, we are not able to hear you. Okay, maybe there's some audio problem at your end. I hope Parag sir want to say something. Parag or anybody, Saroj. So, ma'am.
Parag Agarwal, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Parag
Acha,
Agarwal.
ma'am. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Parag, ma'am, would you like to say something?
Can you repeat the question you had asked for?
Acha, this was a story I was telling. Mike was a boy who was very good in doing drawing and sketching and painting. He loves doing that. But parents from the very childhood said, this is some useless work you are doing. There is no requirement of doing this. Do some research in IT, become an IT person and this and that. And he's taken up this job. He became successful in IT. And then one day his boss called him and he said that he is going to promote him and he's going to assign one department which is based on creativity and he has to do some creativity. The moment this boy heard the creative word, he got scared that I'm not at all creative. I'm going to lose my job. Is it correct? Miss, the feelings which he was having was correct?
At that moment, it was absolutely correct because he was always been suppressed for his feelings since childhood. And that is what I think some of our educators also do the same thing in the school. Okay, and parents too. So I think at that time he had already lost the interest, though he was still creative. So I think we have to introspect in that. And
can you tell me the reason? Because the parents were telling, so was it really with him? I'm just asking this. Was it really with him?
See, the creativity is still with him, but it has been suppressed since the childhood. He has started thinking negative about it, that I am not good in particular thing. Okay?
Right.
Because I have to choose some career which pays me that. The creativity, the art and whatever he was doing is not going to be my career. So whatever we tell the child since the childhood, it remains in the mind.
Yes.
I
Very
personally
good.
feel that my handwriting is not good.
Mm-hmm.
It is still in me.
Yeah.
And I speak about it. And when you speak the thing again and again, and this becomes your habit.
Very good. Actually, Parag ma'am has said, what if you keep on repeating something, your mind will take that. Your mind will start behaving like that. Okay, so this, just imagine, all educators are here and we need to understand here. If an educator is saying, "Arey, aapko to kuch samajh mein nahi aata, you are good for nothing," just imagine, maybe this statement fit with the child for the lifelong, that he is not good for anything. And here we, as educators, we play a major role, that we need to be positive. Why this NEP, we are talking about so much about like how we have to behave, or how the educators need to update themselves, because it is a need of an hour. Our parents keep on scolding and beating. मैंने तो बहुत मार खाई है, literally. And can we beat our child now because we have understood? No, that was not the method. Maybe they were doing because that was a trend and they thought ki it was the only way we can control our children. But now we have understood that how the positive behavior can bring positive change in the child. Right? So this was the reason. So Mike has given up that job. And the reason is only the parents, which has fit in the mindset that he is not at all creative. So this is something we need to understand, and we need to relate when we are teaching, or when we are speaking to our kids or to our children. Okay. And I feel like I don't know why I feel like sometimes it happen like when I am there in my family. So because I am lucky that I am in an education line, so I understand that how to tackle the students or how to tackle our own children. Whereas if I see my husband, or if I see my in-laws, I'm saying, no, they are not tackling that child in a proper manner. The reason is this, because we are in education line, so we can understand. But still, our generation need to update themselves, that how to tackle the children. So here again, I'm sharing.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation. It's very, very interesting. I would like so much, because I work a lot with all this about emotions, because now when start the COVID, the pandemic, we can see a lot of problems that we have every day, but with all the things that we do day by day, we can see. But now with the COVID, we can saw a lot of things. How is the relationship between friends, family, kids, parents, etc. Then all these have as result a big problem about emotions with all the people. Yet today, until now, a lot of people call me, please, what can I do with my kid, with my daughter, with my wife, with my husband, with my teacher, with my coworker? Then I think that we have a lot of work as speakers, as parents, as teachers, all the people that can help to another person. Then it's great your presentation. Really, congratulations. I'm sorry for don't stay when you start, but I have another meeting. But now I'm here listening you, and it's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth, ma'am. Not an issue. I know that we all are at work, so we have our own priorities. Not an issue at all. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Preeti ma'am, just want to say something.
Yeah.
Because I know, because me and Priyanka ma'am were disturbing you a lot. But this, I have just listened this Michael Walla story, and I was really connected with this. So we all have an emotional bank account with each other. मतलब हमारे पास सबके पास एक इमोशनल बैंक अकाउंट होता है, हमारा खुद का. अगर हम उसमें, जैसा आपने बताया कि उसके पास जो फीलिंग थी, उसको नॉन क्रिएटिव बोला जा रहा था बार बार, और उसने उसको अपने मन में बैठा लिया था कि आई एम नॉट क्रिएटिव. सो जो मैं समझ पा रही हूँ कि इमोशनल बैंक अकाउंट में अगर हम कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स डालते हैं, प्रेजेस डालते हैं, या मतलब कुछ अच्छा डालते हैं, हेल्प डालते हैं, शेयर डालते हैं, कॉपरेशन डालते हैं, तो वी आर मेकिंग डिपॉजिट इन इट. हम उसमें डिपॉजिट कर रहे हैं इस चीज को. ऑन द अदर हैंड मैम, अगर व्हेन वी मतलब जो हम लोग डालते हैं, व्हेन वी बैक स्टब, इंसल्ट, गॉसिप और सम चीटिंग, वी विथड्रॉ फ्रॉम इट.
राइट.
सो मुझे लगता है कि हमारा जो इमोशनल बैंक अकाउंट है, इसको हमें मैनेज करना आना चाहिए.
परफेक्टली सेड अर्चना मैम. आप मींस आप बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे से इस चीजों को समझते होगे क्योंकि आप एचआर पोजीशन पे हो.
बिल्कुल मैम.
जस्ट इमेजिन कि आपके पास में एक आता है और आप उसकी थोड़ी भी तारीफ कर देते हो. मैं तो सिर्फ अभी का एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ. जैसे प्रियंका मैम ने स्टार्ट किया था मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन, शी जस्ट यूज्ड वन वर्ड ब्यूटीफुल एंड देयर वाज अ ब्रॉड स्माइल ऑन माय फेस. माय ब्यूटीफुल फ्रेंड प्रीति, एंड देयर वाज अ ब्रॉड स्माइल ऑन माय फेस. Immediately the dopamine has increased. My whole body, there was a glow in my body. I was feeling energetic. और अगर इसी जगह पे मेरे को प्रियंका में कहते अगर ये मतलब ऐसे सिंपल ऐसे कुछ बोल दिया होता या मुझे कुछ गलत बोल दिया होता, तो जस्ट इमेजिन माय इमोशंस. Though I haven't maybe expressed that, but I myself was not feeling good, right? So this is the case we all, it's not about the educators, it's not about only the friends, our children, but we need to understand this emotional intelligence is very important at the workplace. This is very, very important at our workplace. आप किसी से भी बोलते ना, पहले की कहावत थी, अच्छे से बोलो तो 4 काम कर दूंगा, अगर मुझे ऐसा बोलो ना तो फिर मैं एक भी नहीं करूंगा. So this happens. And that was not, maybe the people were not aware about this emotional intelligence at that time, but whatever they have given is something they have experienced. कि अगर प्यार से बोल दोगे तो 100 काम कर दूंगा, डांट के बोलोगे ना एक भी नहीं करूंगा. So this was, we keep on hearing like this. So this is something what you talk about the bank is perfectly right. Like you can, from the very tender age, you can keep filling this bank in the child and see the growth of the child. See the growth of the child. मैम मेरे क्लास में एक बच्चा था, उसका नाम वासु था, और I cannot tell you that how hyper intelligent he was. मतलब मेरे को क्लास में वो कभी पढ़ाने नहीं देता था when I was teaching. कभी नहीं पढ़ाया. It was a challenging task for me. मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आता था कि मैं कैसे टैकल करूं. I was not aware of. And ultimately the cameras are there in the classrooms. You're always observed, so you have that pressure. Everything was there. And then I talked to my director directly that this child is in my class and he is not letting me to continue my class. You tell me the situation. So she told me that, yeah, I said he's a very hyperactive child. Will you give me the freedom that whenever he is completing his task, can I ask him to take a round of the corridor? She permitted me. Ma'am, you will not believe. वो बच्चा इतना हाइपर एक्टिव था, इतना इंटेलिजेंट था कि उसको 2 मिनट लगता था कुछ भी बोर्ड पे आप लिखो उसको खत्म करने में. या whatever you have done, he completes so fast. And the moment he completes, I just messaged him that if you complete Vasu without disturbing any child, I will let you to take a round of the corridor, running, scrolling as you want. And that day I was very in peace. He was so active that if I haven't analyzed that activeness or energy in him, the entire class was disturbed. So this is how we can bring that, yes, you are very good. See how you are. And one more task I gave. Once you have done, because you are doing so fast, help the other kids to complete. And that has turned into the positivity in that child. And then he stopped disturbing my class. And I was also at peace and he was also at peace. So you need to sometimes just imagine, अगर मेरे पास ये इमोशंस होता है कि अरे मैं डायरेक्टर के पास जाऊंगी तो वो मुझे डांट देगी, पता नहीं ऐसा क्यों, और मेरे को हैंडल करना नहीं आ रहा. If all these fears, if I have taken, so maybe the class or the situation may have gone worst, right? So this is how we need to be aware about our emotions. ये मेरे खुद की मन की फीलिंग होती थी कि मैं डायरेक्टर से बात करूंगी तो ऐसा कर देगी, वैसा कर देगी, मुझे ही डांट देगी. Maybe I would have talked to that person. But he listened to me and he said, yes, you can take your own methods. You can use your methods. So this is how we can tackle with the different children with different styles. Thank you, Archana ma'am, for giving such a nice.
Ma'am, I would like to share one small incident.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Just I'll take 1 minute in between.
Sure.
Ma'am, so before this institution, I was in some other institution. So there I used to use school bus. right ma'am? So there was a boy who used to just board the bus in midway, like जब स्कूल का आधा रास्ता होता था तब वो बस को ज्वाइन करता था, and he was so naughty, Preeti ma'am, so naughty. I tried him to sit beside me. I was the route in charge. उसे अपने पास बैठाया, बट वो पता नहीं कहाँ से निकल के पीछे चला जाता था, and he used to roll his water bottle like this. अब वो बच्चों को भी लगती थी, ग्लास पर भी लगती थी कई बार, मतलब ही वॉज वेरी नॉटी. तो मैंने उसे क्या किया, मैंने उसे बस इंचार्ज बना दिया. तो आधे रास्ते के बाद जब वो चढ़ता था ना मैम, उसके बाद जितने भी रूट्स पर बस रुकती थी ना, तो ही वॉज बिजी इन टेकिंग अटेंडेंस. उसके बाद वो बच्चे काउंट करता था, फिर वो मेरे पास आता था, मैम दिस इज एब्सेंट, मैम दिस इज, एंड मैम इन डिस्पर्सल टाइम में तो ही वॉज वेरी बिजी. कि वो डिस्पर्सल टाइम में प्रीति मैम जॉट डाउन ही करता था, मैम सारे रूट के बच्चे आ गए, इस बच्चे को उसके पापा ले गए, ये वाला बच्चा आज हाफ डे में चला गया. सो आई मेड हिम एंगेज लाइक दिस.
So this is, ma'am, very good saying, na, ki like if the naughtiest child, if you want to handle, make him monitor. So this is the best methodology we can use as educator. Very good, ma'am. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. So I'm coming to, again, I'm sharing. There are a lot much sharing and then interaction. So now I'm talking about the emotional hijack. So what actually the Mike was facing was the emotional hijacking. That was his mind was hijacked. So here we have already talked a lot, your emotional hijack. Any recent emotional hijack we have already experienced. You have experienced an example that how did you react. So like Priyanka ma'am or Archana ma'am, or if when I shared, so this is something hijack we can tackle. So yes, hijacking is not something which is only just you can say the objective, but it also physically that your mind is for the entire life it has been hijacked. And just imagine if this hijacking continues, then what will happen to that particular child. So imagine the situation of Mike. He would have done something amazing in the creativity, which he was actually. Now emotional intelligence have two aspects, so intrapersonal intelligence and interpersonal intelligence. So what is intrapersonal is something being intelligent in picking up what going on inside us, means like what is happening to us and doing what we need to do about it. So what is like, I felt bad, then I did this, I did that. So this is anything happening to me, and then how I am controlling it, that is known as an intrapersonal. Interpersonal is being intelligent in picking up what is going on.
I think again network issue at ma'am's end, she will join through her phone.
I think कोई network issue है.
Yes sir, मैम फोन से join कर लीजिए.
So मैम जब तक मैम ज्वाइन करते हैं, मैं कुछ शेयर कर देती हूँ यहाँ पे, so that कंटिन्यू रहे सेशन. When we talked about, मैम ने जो अभी बताया, so session is going beautifully good. So मैम जो बता रही थी यहाँ पर वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट था, जिसमें उन्होंने बताया कि हमें कैसे हैंडल करना है चीजों को. तो मैं यहाँ बोलूंगी कि कई बार क्या होता है कि बहुत शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड लोगों से हमारा सामना होता है. बीइंग इन एचआर हमारा तो बहुत ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो बहुत शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड होते हैं, और रिसेंटली हम अपने पाए में अभी फेस भी कर रहे हैं कुछ ऐसे लोगों को जो एलिगेशंस लगा रहे हैं या जो किसी भी तरीके से डिस्टर्ब करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. सो शॉर्ट टेम्पर्ड होते हैं, सेल्फिश होते हैं, जेलस उनको फील होता है, क्योंकि अगर कोई प्रोग्रेस करता है तो उनसे देखा नहीं जाता है, बहुत जेलस फील करते हैं. और हमारे यहाँ पर बहुत सारे डिस्कशन भी चल रहे थे इसको लेके हमारे फोरम
Can you hear
पे.
me?
And yes ma'am,
And
yes
Archana
ma'am,
ma'am, everyone was expressing different emotions.
yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So मैम वहां पर मैं बहुत कामली उसको देख रही थी, तो इस फोरम पे अगर ये टॉपिक छिड़ा है तो मैं थोड़ा सा इस पे बोलना चाहूंगी कि one may be short tempered, selfish or jealous. We all meet several people each day whom we like to and dislike because of their traits and behaviors that we know. The point is to walk through this life effortlessly. बिना किसी एफर्ट के हमें इस लाइफ में चलना है. उसके लिए we need to remember that since we all have weaknesses, ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे भी अंदर कोई कमी नहीं है. We all have weaknesses. we need to develop patience and tolerance. Patience and tolerance दो ऐसे word हैं जिनको अगर हम अपना लें तो definitely life becomes easily manageable. So thank you for this. Thank you for listening. मेरे कुछ विचार आ रहे थे क्योंकि recently हम अपने association में कुछ इस तरीके की चीजें फेस कर रहे थे, तो मैं फोरम पे तो कुछ नहीं बोल पा रही थी, लेकिन इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे मुझे लगा दिस इज राइट प्लेटफॉर्म टू speak something about this. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for even engaging the audience in my absence.
It means, Preeti ma'am, we are emotionally with you always.
Yes, yes, of course. Pi family, entire family is there. Yeah, so when I talk about this interpersonal and intrapersonal, we need to understand that recognition that who I am, like we need to understand how we are managing ourselves, self-awareness. This is something very important. If we are aware about our emotions, like if I am aware that about my moods, about my emotions, about my drives, so I'll be able to manage that. Like for an example, it happens sometimes that I feel irritated. I clearly say that I am feeling irritated. For a time being, please don't talk to me. I will talk to whenever means there my daughter maybe, and I'm not feeling good. So I say, please, right now, don't talk to me, because may happen that I will say some bad words to her. So I said, right now, don't talk to me. I'll get back to you later. So I'm aware that I am aware about my emotions. There was one incident in my family, like my husband is a little bit short-tempered. So now whenever he means like he's short-tempered, so कभी वो बेटी को डांट देते हैं, कभी कुछ कर देते हैं, तो I just and उसको बुरा लग जाता था, and then again she was also very hyper कि मम्मा पापा ने मुझे जब देखो तब डांट देते हैं, ऐसा करते हैं, इनको समझ में नहीं आता ऐसा वैसा. I said ठीक है, एक फॉर्मूला अपनाने ला, like whenever पापा जब कुछ कह रहे हैं तो आपको वहां से एक्सक्यूज देके चले जाना है. जस्ट गो फ्रॉम देयर, राइट? आपको वहीं खड़े नहीं है. और वो ना बस वहीं अड़के खड़ी रहती थी और वो सुनाते जाते थे और वो वहीं सुनती रहती थी. उसके बाद उसका बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट होता था बाद में. सो आई सेड कि यू गो अवे फ्रॉम देयर. अब जब वो नेक्स्ट टाइम मेरे हस्बैंड ने उसको डांटा किसी बात पे, तो फिर वहां से वो चली गई. अब नाउ माय हस्बैंड बर्स्ट आउट, बेशरम हो गई, उसको समझ में नहीं आता, मैं डांट रहा हूँ, मैं इसको बोल रहा हूँ, और वो वहां से चली गई, मेरी बात सुन के नहीं गई. Then I explained कि नहीं, it's not her fault. I said कि in spite of, क्योंकि आप किसी गुस्से में के सामने खड़े रह के और उसको देख के और गुस्सा आता जाएगा आपको, तो टाइम बीइंग आप वहां से हट जाओ, पापा का गुस्सा अपने आप शांत हो जाएगा. एंड दिस इज द रीजन. वो तुम्हारी इंसल्ट करके नहीं गई है. आई टोल्ड हर टू गो अवे, एंड दैट्स द रीजन. तुम थोड़ी देर बाद तुम्हारे को शांत हो जाएगा, वो अपना भी उतना फालतू का नहीं सुनेगी और उसका भी माइंड खराब नहीं होगा. So this here, what I have done, I have managed my family emotions. Like I explained my husband that why she left, and I've explained my daughter that if your father is saying something, so in spite of listening and making him more angry, you just go away from there. So this is how now the things has been controlled. That both are aware कि अच्छा पापा मुझे डांटेंगे तो थोड़ा बहुत मुझे निकल जाना है धीरे से वहां से. और हस्बैंड को भी ये पता है कि अगर वो वहां से चली गई है तो नाउ क्योंकि मुझे बहुत तेज गुस्सा आ रहा है, सो आई नीड टू कंट्रोल माई सेल्फ. सो दिस इज हाउ आई मीन्स आई लाइक टू शेयर ओवर हियर. सबके साथ ऐसे सबके फैमिली में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा होता रहता है. लाइक सो हियर सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट, द एबिलिटी टू कंट्रोल एंड redirect destructive, impulsive, and moods, and propensity of the suspended judgment to think before acting. So here what is happening, that my husband was reflecting and reacting. He was not reflecting and he was reacting. And my daughter was also in the same manner, and that's why the situation was worst. But when they started introspecting, when they started reflecting, yes, I am somewhere wrong, मैं शायद बहुत तेज चिल्ला रहा हूँ इसलिए वो वहां से चली गई है. So this is, he started reflecting. So he started regulating his anger. In the same manner, it's not only we have to self-aware only, and we need to be emotional intelligent while our emotions, but we need to be very much intelligent to take care of the emotions of others. Social awareness, ability to understand emotions, makeup of other people. Maybe कभी कभार ऐसा होता है फ्रेंड का या किसी कलीग का या आप कई बार अर्चना मैम में भी बहुत अच्छे से रिलेट कर पाएंगे, या सर बहुत अच्छे से रिलेट कर पाएंगे, या हम सब लोग बहुत अच्छे से रिलेट कर पाएंगे। कभी एक बार अचानक ही कोई ऐसा इंसिडेंट हो जाता है हमारे ऑफिस में या उसमें कि कोई या तो एम्प्लॉय बहुत या फिर बॉस का मूड बहुत खराब होता है, राइट? सो स्किल इन ट्रीटिंग पीपल दैट, अब अगर बॉस बहुत सक्सेसफुल है इसका मतलब तो ये नहीं है ना कि वो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंट भी है। तो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि इफ समबडी इज बिहेविंग इन डिफरेंट मैनर, मे बी कुछ ऐसा हुआ होगा, कुछ इसके साथ इंसिडेंट हुआ है, एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी नीड टू बी काम एट दैट टाइम। एट दैट पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट दैट पर्सन इज ऑलरेडी इन एंगर, so if we are asking or if we are provoking him, so then the anger will increase, or if we are reacting to it, then the situation may became worst. But if we reflect, if we remain calm, बॉस चिल्ला रहा है अगर, या कोई एम्प्लॉय या आपके किसी फ्रेंड को गुस्सा आ रहा है, उस टाइम पे यू नीड टू बी काम और यू नीड टू बी अवे। ठीक है, उसको अकेला छोड़ दो, थोड़ी देर बात कर लेंगे, बिकॉज इट्स अ इमोशन। वी आर नॉट हियर टू कंट्रोल आवर इमोशंस, we are just letting that emotion to express. Until and unless that emotion is expressed in different manners, it's not that you can slap someone if you are in anger. So you need to understand, आप वहां से उसको अपना एक इमोशंस को कंट्रोल भी नहीं कर रहे हो और आपने उसको अकेला छोड़ दिया। लेट इट बी, उसको अकेला अपने आप को हैंडल करने दो। समटाइम्स सिचुएशन बिकम गुड व्हेन यू लीव एज इट इज। Skill in treating people according to the emotional reactions. So before reacting, if we reflect, then it is always good. आज जैसे अभी अर्चना मैम ने बताया था, लाइक अगर उन्होंने वहां पे रिएक्ट किया, इफ शी वुड हैव रिफ्लेक्टेड, देन वहां पे थोड़ा सा सिचुएशन और सही हो जाती। मे बी शी वुड हैव हैंडल इट वेरी प्रॉपर मैनर, बट मे बी शी कैन रिलेट इट कि अगर मैं बाद में, हमको रिग्रेट होता है इस बात पे, अरे मैंने ऐसा बोल दिया, काश मैं ऐसा उस टाइम पे चुप रह जाती तो ठीक होता। सो इट हैपेंस, हमारे हस्बैंड वाइफ की जब लड़ाई होती है तो ऐसे ही होता है, दोनों आर्ग्यूमेंट में आ जाते हैं, बट वन इफ कंट्रोल, and that need to be always not only from the wife side, that need to understand these emotional intelligence need to be on the both the partner side. We need to understand that अगर किसी को आज गुस्सा आया तो हो सकता है कल किसी का मूड खराब, वाइफ का भी मूड खराब हो सकता है, या हस्बैंड का मूड खराब हो सकता है, या किसी फ्रेंड का मूड खराब हो सकता है, बच्चे का मूड खराब हो सकता है, मदर का, फादर का मूड खराब हो सकता है। तो एनीथिंग, दीज आर द इमोशंस। आज हम बहुत खुश हैं तो कल हो सकता है हम नहीं भी हो, या दिन भर में हमारे कितने इमोशंस चेंज होते हैं, राइट? हम कहीं बाहर निकले, हमारा कुछ, हमने शॉपिंग करा, बहुत हो गया, घर पे आके देखा कि हमारा पर्स चोरी हो गया, तो हमारे इमोशंस खराब हो गया। So these are the emotions. We are not here to control our emotions. We are here to acknowledge them. We are here to understand them. Proficiency in managing relationship and building networks and ability to find common grounds. That is how you can manage the emotions of others. Now coming to, can you improve your emotional intelligence? I just want to ask here. I want to interact here again. Can we improve?
Yes, ma'am. Why not?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Any explanation on it?
Ma'am, again, you have to give positive reinforcement by self-reflection.
Right.
Keep yourself, keep repeating that. Again, I'm talking about that repetition, and like you have affirmations.
Yeah.
You use those affirmations every day, and it will change your mind.
Right. Right.
And one more thing, we should be a self-motivator.
Yes.
We should encourage ourselves.
Yes. This is something, self-motivation is something which always helps us to drive every day, right? So this is something very important. And affirmation, I strongly believe in affirmations, and many things have changed when I started affirming now. And even the intentions, if you start making intentions every day, so then it is going to help you. So I'm going to tell about these affirmations and intentions later on. Let me get back to what I was telling here. Okay, so here, yes, we can improve, because emotional intelligence is not one single thing, but it is made up of mixture of attitudes, feelings, thoughts, and actions that result from them. Emotional intelligence predicts performances. Emotional intelligence can be improved because they can be measured. We can see the changes. Okay, and developing your emotional intelligence will impact in all the areas of life. So not only in one areas, but the entire you as a human being will change if you are emotional intelligent. Like how to increase this emotional intelligence? So there are a few methods which I'm suggesting. Taking the time to evaluate. You can evaluate like why this I have done. Was my reaction correct, or should I have? So you are reflecting now, right? So, or you are evaluating that situation and acknowledge the emotions one is experiencing, help in building the self-awareness and understanding. So you every situation which has gone wrong, or you are feeling good, or you're feeling bad, or you're feeling depressed. So you need to evaluate and acknowledge that emotion. It's okay to be कभी कुछ बुरा हुआ है या कुछ वरी करने की बात है तो इट्स ओके, वी विल बी वरिड इफ अगर मेरी डॉटर कहीं बाहर गई है और वो नहीं बहुत टाइम तक आई है या मेरे पास कोई कॉल नहीं आया, सो इट्स ऑब्वियस दैट आई विल बी वरिड, but I need to acknowledge and I need to be balanced. I cannot panic and I cannot disturb the entire family or surrounding because I am worried, right? So I'm going to acknowledge, I need to evaluate, okay, theek hai, or kya solutions we can do, how can I connect to her to know where she is. So pay close attention to reactivity with oneself and their surroundings. So you need to be very good observant, right, with oneself and their surrounding, that what is happening. You need to have a close attention to it. Who means what the reaction is going on and what can be the reaction further. So you are introspecting, or you are already analyzing that particular situation, asking for an objective opinion. Like for an example, if I have done something, so it's my habit, I keep on asking. Like recently there was one video, maybe some few people have seen on my Facebook. There was a Success Gyan challenge going on. So I haven't, though I keep on taking the webinars, but I don't know, I was not able to make my videos. So that was the first video challenge I took and I posted on my Facebook. And then you'll not believe, I asked to those friends, those who are not in my favorite list, I just messaged them, can you please watch my video and give me the feedback of it? And there was one man who gave me 5 pointers where I can work on. And that's the reason that I make new one and I upload it and I asked again. So this is how you can ask for the opinion. And it helps you to work on your weaknesses, right? So it helps you to improve actually. So definitely when I watch my second video, I myself can see that what all mistakes I have done in the first video was somehow corrected in the second one. Use tools and games that can take us. So there are many games nowadays. There are many tools which you can, one is ChatChain, which you can play on it, and you can work about on your emotions. So this is how you can increase your emotional intelligence. Now this is something Kash model, right? This is a model which is one can use, that is based on knowledge. K for knowledge, A for attitude, skill, habits. So if you see this this particular, I think, I don't know why it is not going down. I'm not able to close this. Yes, now it's okay. So here you can see the iceberg model. So this model, like iceberg, no, it's a half, only the one-fourth part is we can see, but 1/3 is not seen, not being observed by the people, because only the 1/4 part we can see. So this model can be taken into consideration. Like people think that only knowledge and skill is required to be successful. No, it is ma'am. Hello.
Yes, Preeti ma'am, you are audible
Okay,
and
so
visible also. Yeah.
Okay. So though the power has gone, so I'm taking from the mobile. So I was telling that 1/4 part is only visible of the iceberg. This is playing, something with me. Hide and seek. This power is playing hide and seek with me. Just give me a moment. Meantime, you people can please give your views till now. Okay, so meantime, I'm connecting with this.
Preeti ma'am, you have said that one must learn to control the emotion, but sometimes the situations are like this that we are not able to control our emotions. हमें
Right,
अपने
right.
इमोशंस को बाहर भी आने देना चाहिए कई बार. बहुत बार अगर हम इमोशन कंट्रोल करते हैं ना, तो वो हमारे वो ब्लास्ट जो होता है वो हमारे अंदर ही रह जाता है. कई बार हमें निकाल कर ना, इफ वी हैव टू फील काम, तो कई बार हमें निकाल भी देना चाहिए.
प्रियंका मैम, मैंने ये नहीं बोला कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, मैंने बोला एक्नॉलेज. कंट्रोल हमें बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए हमारे इमोशंस को. करने नहीं बैठे, हम सबके इमोशंस हैं. आज हमें अच्छा लग रहा है, मैंने वही बोला, आज अगर मैं वरीड हूँ तो मुझे वो, मैं, मेरा जायज है वरी होना. अगर मेरी डॉटर राइट टाइम घर पे नहीं पहुंची तो मेरा जायज है वरी होना. सो दैट इज एन इमोशन. बट उस वरी होने के बाद मैं सबको, पूरे घर को वो तहस नहस कर दूं या सबको परेशान कर दूं, दैट इज, आई एम
Yes,
नॉट
that is
कंट्रोलिंग, आई
sad.
डोंट हैव इंटेलिजेंस.
Yeah, I
राइट.
do agree.
या इमोशंस को कंट्रोल हमें बिल्कुल नहीं करना है. वी नीड टू एक्नॉलेज दोस इमोशंस एंड देन वी नीड टू बैलेंस इन दैट, हाउ टू मींस बिहेव इन दैट पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन. राइट. दैट वाज द थिंग. जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट टू कनेक्ट. So I was telling about this iceberg model. So iceberg में जैसे होता है ना कि हाँ, 1/4 part is only visible, the rest part is not visible to us. तो हमारा स्किल्स और नॉलेज जो हमारे होते हैं वो सिर्फ हमारे इमोशंस हमारे किसी को दिखते नहीं है, बट हमारे नॉलेज और हमारा बट हमारी जो नॉलेज होती है और हमारे जो स्किल्स होते हैं वो सबको दिख जाते हैं, बट वी आर नॉट एबल टू सी द हमारे इमोशंस क्या हैं. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एक पूरा ये काश मॉडल को हमको लेके चलना रहता है, वेयर वी आर आल्सो वर्किंग ऑन आवर नॉलेज, प्लस वी आर आल्सो वर्किंग ऑन एटीट्यूड्स एंड हैबिट्स. सो देन ओनली वी आर एबल टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल इन डिफरेंट एरियाज ऑफ आवर लाइफ. अगर हम सिर्फ नॉलेज और स्किल्स पे वर्क कर रहे हैं और हमारे इमोशंस, हम इंटेलिजेंट नहीं है, तो हमारी चारों तरफ लड़ाइयां होती रहेंगी. विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड अदर पर्सन. हम कहीं पे भी सक्सेस नहीं पा पाएंगे, इन द सेंस लाइक पीस नहीं होगा माइंड में. दिस इज हाउ विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू. So for example, if you want to develop your awareness for of others, applying Kash model, so knowledge, reading about awareness of others and understanding what it is and how you can develop it. If you're talking about attitude, understand and challenge the negative attitudes. Why that person is having a negative attitude? You can work on it. Example, he doesn't listen to me. So identify the reason why. What is the आजकल एक बहुत बड़ा एक मैंने मेरी जो बुक है मैम प्रियंका मैम, मैं उसी पे मैंने इसकी बात करी है कि बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है कि बच्चे हमको बोलते हैं कि मेरी बात नहीं सुनते बच्चे, बट वी नेवर ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड क्यों नहीं सुन रहे हैं. क्या आपने ऐसा कभी किया उसके साथ पे, जब वो बोल रहा है तो आपने सुनाई नहीं दिया, आपने मोबाइल में लगे रहे? मे बी पॉसिबल हो सकता है आप अपनी मीटिंग्स अटेंड करते रहे, आपने जब वो आपको छोटे में बोल रहा है तो मे बी ही हैज डेवलप्ड दैट हैबिट कि नहीं मेरे को सुनना ही नहीं है. So we never go to the root to identify that why that particular child और मेरा बच्चा जो है मुझे लिख नहीं रहा, सुन नहीं रहा है. अभी एक इंसिडेंट की मैं आपको बताती हूँ जो मैंने अपनी बुक में भी मेंशन किया है. बहुत मजेदार इंसिडेंट है. मेरी बेटी 6 साल की थी तब हम लोगों ने एक अपनी उसकी बर्थडे पार्टी थ्रो करी. तो उसमें मेरे हस्बैंड के बॉस वगैरह, उनकी वाइफ वगैरह सब आए थे. तो उसमें हमारे हस्बैंड के कलीग्स भी आए थे. तो उनका एक बेटा था जो मेरी बेटी से थोड़ा ही छोटा था. ये लोग आपस में खेल रहे थे और बॉस ने जो ऐसी उसके मतलब बच्चों के साथ में थोड़ा इंटरेक्ट करने के लिए बोला कि क्या खेल रहे हो, मुझे खिलाओगे? तो जो लड़का था वो मुश्किल से 3 साल का था, 3 साढ़े 3 साल का. बोलता है नो यू आर डॉगी, विल नॉट प्ले विथ यू. उसने ये सेंटेंस कम से कम कुछ नहीं होगा तो 4 बार रिपीट किया और जोर जोर से रिपीट किया. द मोमेंट वी हर्ड, हम लोग भागे और उसके फादर मदर भागे. उस लड़के को नहीं सॉरी बोलो, अंकल को सॉरी बोलो, ऐसे नहीं बोलते हैं. एंड दैट चाइल्ड वाज वेरी एडमेंट कि हैवंट सेड सॉरी, और वो रोने लग गया और मदर ने गुस्से में आके उसको एक चाटा मार दिया. लेटर ऑन वो तो चाटा मार दिया, वो रिएक्शन हो गया, चला गया बच्चा वहां से, वो लोग चले गए, उनकी पार्टी खराब हो गई. डेफिनेटली उस टाइम पे बॉस ने, जो हस्बैंड के बॉस ने, उन्होंने बहुत इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंस अपना दिखाया और बहुत कामली उन्होंने उसका कोई बात नहीं, और बहुत इमोशनल, और उसकी वाइफ भी उसके साथ में थी और इतने सारे लोग थे वहां पे, बट ही हैंडल इट वेरी नाइसली और बिल्कुल नॉर्मल सब हो गया. बट लेटर ऑन वी एनालाइज्ड कि जो फादर थे वो घर पे फोन पे बॉस को गाली देके ही बात करते थे या किसी भी कलीग से, तो फ्रॉम वेयर द चाइल्ड हैज लर्न फ्रॉम द फादर एंड ही वाज नॉट अवेयर अबाउट कि वो उसको कहाँ बोलना है कहाँ नहीं बोलना है. So that is the reason he's acted up. So this we need to understand that why we, the root cause of that particular behavior or root cause of that particular attitude. आज जैसे हमने माइक की बात करी, माइक के अंदर वो एक एटीट्यूड आ गया क्योंकि फियर आ गया, क्योंकि उसको छोटे से बोला गया. So this is the parents have developed that skills, practicing using the knowledge you have learned about actively listening to others. हमको बोलते ना कि आप इसमें बहुत अच्छे हो, तो हम वही डेवलप करने लग जाते हैं. जैसे अभी प्राग मैम ने राइटिंग का बोला, राइट, तो वैसे ही हम डेवलप करते, कि उनको अभी तक है कि वो राइटिंग में नहीं अच्छा करती हैं ऐसा. तो this she has developed because she kept on listening that habit, gradually changing the way you act. और वैसे ही हमारी फिर हैबिट हो जाती है. अगर हम बार बार किसी बच्चे को बोलते हैं अरे बहुत लेजी है, अनवांटेडली भी वो लेजी ही बन जाएगा. So because we keep on repeating those, so and then उसकी हर चीज में laziness आ जाएगा. So this is, we need to be very much cautious when we are using words, and that is why it is said when we are using words towards your kids, you need to be very cautious. So here not only the kids, but we need to be very cautious in front of whom we are behaving. हमें अपने emotions और सामने वाले के emotions को भी ध्यान में रख के बात करनी है. Developing your EQ will impact all areas of life, like press your pause button. क्या करना है आपको, अब थोड़ी देर के लिए अपने आप को शांत करना है. जैसे अभी आपने प्रियंका मैम बोला ना कि कई बार ऐसा होता है कि बस्ट हो जाते हैं, बिल्कुल होता है. और उसको बस्ट की सिचुएशन पे मत लाइए प्रियंका मैम. जब भी आपको ऐसा लगे आप अकेले में बैठ जाइए, उसको एक्नॉलेज करिए कि हाँ ठीक है, मेरा ये इमोशन सही था, लेकिन मैंने उसको कैसे हैंडल किया, हाउ आई हैव हैंडल्ड दैट सिचुएशन, राइट. मैंने, अगर आपको किसी चीज पे गुस्सा आ रहा है, या आपको मदर इन लॉ ने कुछ बोल दिया है, या आपके इन लॉज ने कुछ आपको बोल दिया है, या आपके हस्बैंड ने कुछ बोल दिया है, वर्क प्रेशर पे कुछ हो गया है, तो ये कोई नहीं आपको बोल रहा है कि अपने इमोशंस को दबा लो, नहीं गुस्सा मत दिखाओ, हंसते रहो, ऐसा नहीं है. बिल्कुल एक्सप्रेस करिए, बट आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि मुझे कैसे एक्सप्रेस करना है, कैसे एक्नॉलेज करना है, हाउ आई नीड टू कंट्रोल दैट. कंट्रोल हियर मीन्स कि उसको सप्रेस करना नहीं. कंट्रोल हियर मीन्स दैट हाउ यू हैव टू बिहेव in that particular situation. What emotions am I feeling right now? Where I am feeling it in my body? Butterflies. अब होता है ना, सिर्फ अभी ये जो पीपीटी, जब मैं आपका वेबिनार ले रही हूँ, तो मैंने थोड़ा सा 5 मिनट के लिए, जब प्रियंका मैम वो दे रहे थे, मैंने उससे ज्वाइन करने से 5 मिनट जब मैंने ज्वाइन कर लिया, आई जस्ट वॉज सिंगिंग लाउडली म्यूट करके. वाई दैट? आई वॉज रिलैक्सिंग इन दैट मैनर, कि मैं एकदम नेचुरल रहूं, और मैं थोड़ा सा सिंगिंग कर रही थी जिससे मैं नेचुरल हो जाऊं. और नेचुरल है कि किसी का भी कुछ भी आपको टेंशन होता है, तो दैट इज, बट हाउ, जैसे कि ऐसा होता है ना कि ट्रेनिंग है, मुझे ट्रेनिंग लेना है, अब मैं एक ऐसा बोलूं बार बार कि अरे मुझे बहुत नर्वसनेस हो रही है, मुझे बहुत नर्वसनेस हो रही है, तो आई विल बी नर्वस. बट अगर मैं यही बोलूं कि आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड टू टेक द सेशन, आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड, तो मेरा सिर्फ माइंड के मैंने वर्ड्स चेंज करे. वेबिनार मैं अभी भी ले रही हूँ, वेबिनार तब भी लेती, लेकिन तब मैं नर्वस होके वेबिनार लेती, बट अभी हियर आई हैव टॉक टू माय माइंड दैट आई एम एक्साइटेड. सो मे बी द everything is being excited, I'm excited about that, what I'm feeling it, what triggered me it, and what attitudes and beliefs and values is connected to. So this we need to introspect, we need to pause, we need to think over it, and we need to again and again ask these questions to ourselves. Now there is one activity for you, and with this we'll end. So यहाँ पे आपको अपने emotional levels अभी check करना है. I'm just checking, यहाँ पे कोई marks नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, just check where you stay. So I am aware where I start to become angry or defensive. I am aware when I start to become angry or defensive. I hope everybody is ready to take this. You have to check, just check, and you know where you stand, what is your emotional level. I request to everybody to please mute yourself. We are at the last. I know I have eaten much brain of yours, but we are at last only. So second one is, when I am dealing with an angry person, I keep relaxed and focused on my goals. You have to just write yes or no, right? I remain cheerful and enjoy working on new ideas. I follow through an assignment, support others, and build trust. Despite setbacks and problems, I continue to work in a calm manner. I use positive thinking even when I am in a conflict or in a difficult situation. I can feel and see things from different viewpoints. I clearly understand and strengthens and weaknesses of my behavior. I practice stress management to be calm and healthy. When I communicate with others, I help them to feel good. Before I make a decisions or take an action, I listen to others' ideas. I can sense how a work colleague is feeling without saying much to him or her. To resolve conflict, I encourage honest and respectful discussion. I inspire others to achieve challenging goals. I can get back on track quickly after I become emotionally upset. I hope you all can, and you don't have to say, but you all can analyze yourself where you stand. It is just to check your emotional level, intelligence, and where you stand. If more of yes, then you are at a good position. If more of no or in a balance, then you need to work upon. So with this, a sustainable change takes time. Yes, the habit which we talked about, I think Priyanka habit, ma'am said, or somebody else said about habit, right? So it takes time. It's not that आज हमने decide किया और कल हो गया. No, it will come. It's sustainable changes takes time. So ऐसा बोला जाता है ना, like 21 days, if you keep on continuing anything, so then it becomes your habit. But जरूरी नहीं ना सबके साथ 21 days ही हो. किसी के साथ 10 days में भी हो जाता है, किसी के साथ 31 days या 2 महीने भी लग सकता है. But we need to, the consistency matter, you need to continue it. So with this quote I end, be calm, nobody can trigger your emotions without your permission. I learned to be calm and enter no matters what happening outside of you. With this, thank you and have a nice day. Yes, I hope you people have liked. If any questions, I'm here to take.
Priti ma'am, there is a request from someone.
Yeah.
That the person wants you to share these questions there on the because your slide is not visible.
Acha. Okay, my slide was not visible. Sorry,
No.
sorry. Acha, net was light chile gaya tha. That's right. Okay, can you see now?
Yeah. So this is a request to all those who want to take the questions. Kindly take the screenshot. So this is a request to all the attendees. If there are any questions, so Preeti ma'am is here to take your questions, to take your queries.
Shall I
And if
stop
you would
sharing
like-
now, Priyanka ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. You may. And if you want to express yourself, if you want to express any of your emotions, so that it is going to be a very good platform to express your emotions.
Yeah, I hope I was able to explain a bit about emotional intelligence. Neha, you can. Actually, Neha left.
So this is a platform if you want to express yourself in any way, not in the relation of the emotion. जैसे मुझे या अर्चना मैम को भी कुछ याद आ रहा था, तो we were just expressing ourselves. So it is going to be good. अगर आपको emotion पर नहीं बोलना है, तो आप किसी और topic पर भी बोल सकते हो. But
Yeah,
do not
sure.
control your emotions. Just express yourself.
Yes. Thank you, Parag ma'am.
Thank you, Priti Malhotra ma'am.
सर हमेशा डॉक्टर लगा देते हैं, कब बनाएंगे?
And affirmation, Preeti ma'am, affirmation.
Yes, yes.
प्रीति मैम आप बन भी तो गए डॉक्टर, सबने बना दिया, बन गया।
Thank you, thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम। अच्छा, आई थिंक बीच में पूनम मैम बोले थे, पूनम गोथी मैम।
Yes,
मेरे
yes.
Yes, sir.
हम लोग लखनऊ में हम लोग मिले हैं, लखनऊ के इवेंट में। बड़ा अच्छा लगा आप लोगों से मिलके मैम वहाँ पर।
सर मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Suresh, okay. Lekker, ik kom